ladies and gentlemen, friends and acquaintances, mostly strangers, I am the Amazing Weasel Man, or just Matt. For your enjoyment, or annoyance, the first of a number of random thought sessions. Today's topic, a few of the narrative quirks I've had with Fallout 4's character selection and opening. There will be spoilers, obviously, for the opening, but if you're watching this and you haven't played Fallout 4 yet, come on, fix that. And also, for ease of identification, I'll be referencing the characters' genders by their game-given names. So, am I the only one who can't quite get into the shoes of a female protagonist? I don't mean that generally. I play plenty of female protagonists across a whole lot of games, especially Dragon Age. My current Inquisitor is a brash, spunky little elfling huntress. I mean specifically for Fallout 4. I'm sure those of you who have played have already had several runs across both genders. Has anyone else found Nora's opening a bit odd? For both genders, it's the exact same situations and nearly the exact same lines, and yet I can't help but feel a bit off when Nate goes dashing off to Vault 111 with wee baby Sean in his arms. In such an extreme crisis, don't you think that the first instinct of a mother would be obtain and protect baby? And I'm not saying that wouldn't be the father's first instinct either, but Nate is a soldier, and one would assume protect the unit would have become second nature. Guarding wife and son would be a lot easier without wee babe in hand, no? And what father would not give child to mother if asked? And honestly, what mother would not ask? That leads me into my narrative issues. Nate equals soldier. Firearms training, power armor experience, survival techniques, fear suppression, possibly even leadership experience, depending on what his rank was, for the more charismatic-minded builds. Nora equals lawyer. Not a whole lot of comparison there. Yet, we all know that upon exiting your cryopod, both genders are just as capable of picking up that 10mm and popping some caps and some rad roaches. To say nothing of the energy weapons, explosives, power armor, and giant monstrosities to come later. Seriously, no one else thinks that's a bit odd? And anyway, before anyone starts saying anything, yes, I know, you can come up with all sorts of backstories for your happy little family, or none at all. But seriously, folks, what's the point? Fudge Muppet, if you don't know them, check them out on YouTube, they're great guys. They've come up with all sorts of messed up backstories for some seriously awesome builds across the gender spectrum. Still, taking the story at face value, I still think there is something narratively off about a female protagonist. The setup and very gameplay mechanics lend themselves more to Nate surviving. And not merely because of his gender, not at all because of his gender, but because of what he is, what his profession was. From a story perspective, it just seems to make more sense. A soldier being deposited into the wasteland, as opposed to a lawyer, would obviously have a much higher survival rate. In any case, let me know what you people think in the comments. Even if you haven't played, comment on the narrative construction of it. I'd be really interested to hear what you have to say. And, hopefully, this won't be my last session. Thank you, and I hope you come again. This is the Amazing Weasel Man.